Yeah, I got something in the mail. Now, years ago, I used to know a biker, old school biker. And the one time he had the misfortune to have his saddlebag stolen off his bike. You know, went in someplace, came out, saddlebag's gone. Well, you only had things like there was a pistol and a bunch of tools and that sort of thing in the saddlebags. But he said the thing that he missed most was the long handles. He had a set of long handles in there, and now they were gone. And he was kind of like a short but really heavy guy. And he knew this was going to be a problem getting something to replace these. So those are the things that he missed most. What I have here is long handles. The Duofold Union suit. Now, I've talked about these before. Well, okay, now here it says the price on them, $64.99. Actually, you get them around 50 bucks. And I got another half dozen of them. You know, I've used these for a long time, for years, and some of my earlier ones are starting to show a little bit of wear. Not bad, but I thought, well, one of these things I better get on hand. You know, the thing that surprised me most about these is the buttons are really put on there. You know, I use a wringer washer, and wringer washers are notorious for eating buttons. You know, as they go through, pop, button will go. But these are really on there, because I have never had to replace a button off one of these. They're just very well made. And like I say, it's the Duofold brand. And what's different, you know, there are other companies that make cheaper ones that are like pure cotton or even pure wool, which would be a bugger. But this is 2 layers. The inner layer is cotton, and the outer layer is merino wool. Now, the thing about them, you can see, like here, there's little tabs, little threads. Okay, there's 2 layers, and those little threads there are what hook the 2 layers together, so they don't actually come apart. That's the only downside to them, is having 2 layers. If you get sawdust, any kind of little splinter or anything in them, which, you know, I'm dealing with that stuff all the time. Like even a small thing like that will poke and it'll stay in there and it will continue to poke you. You know, there's been days where I'll be out in the middle of doing something and I'll, you know, run a chainsaw all the time. You get them little splinters. And if you got to keep buttoned up tight, because if you should get one that goes down inside, you are going to fight with that all day until you finally have to just stop, start stripping down, get down and trying to find the problem. Because it could be just a little splinter, but it keeps aggravating all day long. But, you know, you just got to be careful. And like I say, not let stuff get into them. But very well made. You know, I have tried all kinds of other, including the military, these polypropylene ones. Nothing is as good as these. I've been very impressed with them. Again, it's one of them things that I wear for, you know, maybe 3/4 of the year. I'm wearing them. You know, when you get to the hottest part of summer, then you're not wearing them. But spring, fall, and winter, these are the thing to be wearing. And they're made by Duofold, but by Champion. If if you go around buying uh, sweatshirts or T-shirts, Champion makes a lot of stuff. And I see they are made in India. But they're good. They are comfortable and they are warm. And they're easy to take care of. Like I say, they go through the wringer washer. But even like in a camping type situation, wool is one of them things, the combination cotton and wool that you can wash out by hand. I mean, I in winter a lot of times I end up washing these on the scrub board, these and them wool socks. But they are good. Yeah, and they came right from Champion because they came out of North Carolina. But like I say, made in India, not surprising. You're going to see more and more stuff made in India all the time. But anything in the textile stuff, India is big into the cotton manufacturing. But good to have more of them on hand. I'm thinking, again, people tend to go with the high tech stuff now, thinking that's the way to go, and spend a lot of money on them. Whereas these, regular old school is really the ticket. But it's the kind of thing where stuff like this can get out of, these are really kind of timeless, but they can be not fashionable. Like some of the high tech stuff. Ooh, fashionable. So my fear is always that sometime they will quit making these. Because it's hard to find. You can kind of find ones that are pure cotton that just really won't do it. But people will buy them kind of as a lark sort of thing, like a costume kind of thing. They're always around, and they're cheap. But to get the good original heavy duty, I mean this is what you're looking for if you're really serious about your intimate apparel.